Hello everyone and welcome to my tech demo. So my case study and goals. My case study is Mrs. Stevenson wants a more effective way of creating exit slips. Her goals are to use the responses to help plan the next day's lesson plan, collect and seed feedback from each student, and to track the progress of each individual student in her class. Okay, some challenges are students are not speaking up before and during class or after class saying that they need help. So students do not speak up to ask for help. To help a student track the student's progress and to keep it organized is a challenge. And also students have given vague answers to pass exit slips. So to help with this, Kahoot is an answer to make exit slips. It is free to use, but there are upgrade options for teachers. Teachers can see the reports of how well students did on a specific Kahoot game, and they can see what students answered on that specific Kahoot game. Students can use different technology to play, such as their phone, computer, laptop, tablet, to play and answer the questions for the specific Kahoot. So some pictures, some screenshots are, this is the website that as soon as you enter Kahoot.com, this is an example of the game. So when you create a Kahoot, this is what you will see on the board. And students will have to choose from one of these four to answer. And so over here is what it looks like if you were to go to your library and see your Kahoot games, your Kahoot quizzes. And so you can see the questions here. And then here is what it would look like if you were to go to the reports. So let's go to the Kahoot website right here. And here is the Kahoot website. You can sign up or log in. You can say you're a teacher or a student, and also and for a teacher, you would say what kind of institute, grade level you teach, and everything. So if we go here, here's the library of your Kahoot games. But to create a Kahoot game, you would go home. This is what comes up as soon as you log in or create your account. This is what comes up. Here you can click here to create a new Kahoot game. If you click here, you can see the options that you have. So pre-made Kahoots, question generator, and all that. But for now, we're going to do a blank canvas. And it goes to quiz as soon as you hit blank canvas. Here are some themes. As you can see, we have the standard background. If you see this star right here, these are ones that are available if you were to upgrade your Kahoot account. So continuing on, right here, this is a quiz. Right here, it has four multiple choice questions, but you can also change that to a true or false question, or you can have a presenting slide where you present what you want, that you could say exit slip or what you want to present. So we're on quiz right now, and here we have the time limit for how long a student has to answer the questions. Here we have points. You can use standard, double points, or no points. For an exit slip, you will want to use no points. And for single select, you can do multi-select if you were to upgrade. That way you can choose multiple answers or a single select. And the no points would be whatever you choose. Again, for an exit slip, maybe no points because it is an exit slip, or if you grade your exit slips, you could pick your point. So for here, you can add a picture of anything you want maybe pertaining to the lesson or something to that effect. You can say for your question, if you tap up here, they also have some math symbols. But for your question, you can say, how do you feel about the lesson today? And you can go right here and you can make your answers like great. Great. Or you can say, okay, right here. If you choose one of these circles, that will be the correct answer. If you were to upgrade your account, you could pick multiple answers, but for the free version, you pick one. And then if you look over here on this section, right around here, you can add a question or add a slide or anything you need. You can add one. And when you say add a slide, you can add one of these. And yeah, so we already have a Kahoot already up. So if you were to go to library, right, you can see this is a Kahoot game that I made. And if you want to hit assign, you can assign it to students later so they can take it at home, or you can hit start and do the Kahoot live in your classroom. So if we go right over here, you can see that if the students want to join, for students to join, they go to kahoot.com, kahoot.it, or they can have their Kahoot app. If not, they can go, when they go to kahoot.it, they enter this pin number, or they can take a picture of the QR code. So for me, to get an example of the game, I would add in the PIN number after going to www.kahoot.it. I would add the PIN number as soon as it comes up. And I will be a player and I will put in, it would ask for your name, so you put in your name. That's my name, and students can pick a character and design their character for what they have Kahoot offers. And so since I'm the only player, I get to hit start. Okay, this is the time limit that students have, and these are how many students have answered. And so on the student screen, they will see these questions, these answers, and the question. So if I go onto my phone, I will click one of the provided answers, like the red one. And if I tap it, it will see just me. I just answered, and apparently that answer was correct. And so going to the next question. This is the scoreboard for how fast students have answered the question. And so going on to the next question. Again, it's the same thing as the last question. And on my phone, a student will just like answer the question on what they have on their phone or device. And as you see, it is just me who answered the question, and I apparently answered it correctly. So next, and it says, thank you for playing, and all this. So I can find a new Kahoot, play again, view the summary, or get some feedback. But if I go to my Kahoot account again, and I click on reports, as we can see, this is the tech demo game that I just played. And so if I click on it, I can see that I answered 100% of the questions correctly. And then you can see what the players, and see how many correct answers I answered and all that. And so this is the quiz I took, and so these are my answers and how fast I did them and the points I've gotten. And then these are the questions and from here you can click on here and it says I answered it correctly, and then you can click on these ones to see which student didn't answer correctly or didn't answer at all for no answer. So if we go back to our presentation, we can reach the conclusion of reaching the teacher's goals. The teacher is able to see the students' responses and then plan the next day's lesson. Reports of the students' answers are recorded and organized, as we can see in Kahoot's report section. And then by having the report, the teacher can track a student's progress by seeing if they answered what they answered for that specific quiz on that specific day. And it helps solve the teacher's challenges by completing a Kahoot. Students can answer anonymously. Answers are recorded in the report so the teacher can keep track of the student's progress, so of each individual student's progress. And by having multiple choice, it helps the teacher avoid vague answers. And so that is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for listening.